Hey, Flo here. Decided to dash out the door, see if I could get a short reading in before sunset, or at least before it's dark. So we'll see what I can do. This won't be a live stream. I did a speed test here, and it's pretty good download speed and almost adequate upload speed, but not quite, so let's deal with what we got here. So this Isaiah 28 is actually the last chapter from the previous reading, so I'll start with that and then go from there, see how much, if I can do a second reading after that. It's a new spot for me. I don't think I've ever been in this little spot. It's kind of nice. Got a nice view of the horizon. I've been on this mountain before, but the place where I usually go, I don't think it's quite this wide open, although not totally sure. It's been a while. Hard to remember for comparison. Switch this around a bit. I didn't actually think I'd get out today at all because the forecast said a chance of snow and rain for pretty much the whole afternoon, including right now. So obviously a chance doesn't mean it's going to, but I never really know how to plan my outdoor adventures when I see those kind of forecasts. Feeling better today. I went to church and I released some burdens that I'm no longer willing to carry at this time. I regained some of my peace, I guess, because I'm not taking on as much of somebody else's burden. Still willing to share the burden, but not quite to the extent that I have been. So feeling a little bit better because of that today, I think. And I believe somebody's probably praying for me, possibly my family. Usually when I have this kind of unexplained strength or improvement that's based on nothing that I've done or my surroundings, I generally attribute it to prayer. So I'm guessing that somebody prayed for me yesterday, which I appreciate that, if that was you. All right, let's do it. Isaiah chapter 28. Woe to the majestic crown of Ephraim's drunkards, to the fading flower of his glorious splendor, set on the summit above the fertile valley, the pride of those overcome by wine. Behold, the Lord has one who is strong and mighty, like a hailstorm or destructive tempest, like a driving rain or flooding downpour. He will smash that crown to the ground. The majestic crown of Ephraim's drunkards will be trampled underfoot. The fading flower of his beautiful splendor, set on the summit above the fertile valley, will be like a ripe fig before the summer harvest. Whoever sees it will take it in his hand and swallow it. On that day the Lord of hosts will be a crown of glory, a diadem of splendor to the remnant of his people, a spirit of justice to him who sits in judgment, and a strength to those who repel the onslaught at the gate. These also stagger from wine and stumble from strong drink. Priests and prophets reel from strong drink and are befuddled by wine. They stumble because of strong drink, muddled in their visions and stumbling in their judgments. For all their tables are covered with vomit. There is not a place without filth. Who is he trying to teach? To whom is he explaining his message? To infants just weaned from milk? To babies removed from the breast? For they hear, order on order, order on order, line on line, line on line, a little here, a little there. Indeed, with mocking lips and foreign tongues he will speak to this people, to whom he has said, "This is the place of rest. Let the weary rest. This is the place of repose." But they would not listen. Then the word of the Lord to them will become order on order, order on order, line on line, line on line, a little here, a little there, so that they will go stumbling backward and will be injured and snared and captured. Somebody on a four-wheeler out there, let them pass because it's pretty loud. Therefore hear the word of the Lord, O scoffers, who rule this people in Jerusalem. For you said, "We have made a covenant with death, we have fashioned an agreement with Sheol. When the overwhelming scourge passes through, it will not touch us, because we have made lies our refuge and falsehood our hiding place." So this is what the Lord God says. See, I lay in stone a Zion. So this is what the Lord God says. See, I lay a stone in Zion, a tested stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. The one who believes will never be shaken. I will make justice the measuring line and righteousness the level. Hail will sweep away your refuge of lies, and water will flood your hiding place. Your covenant with death will be dissolved, and your agreement with Sheol will not stand. When the overwhelming scourge passes through, you will be trampled by it. As often as it passes through, it will carry you away. It will sweep through morning after morning, day by day and by night. The understanding of this message will bring sheer terror. Indeed, the bed is too short to stretch out on, and the blanket too small to wrap around you. For the Lord will rise up as at Mount Perazim. He will rouse himself as in the valley of Gibeon, to do his work, his strange work, and to perform his task, his disturbing task. So now, do not mock, or your shackles will become heavier. Indeed, I have heard from the Lord God of hosts a decree of destruction against the whole land. Listen and hear my voice. Pay attention and hear what I say. Does the plowman plow for planting every day? Does he continuously loosen and harrow the soil? When he has leveled its surface, does he not sow caraway and scatter cumin? He plants wheat in rows and barley in plots, and rye within its border. For his God instructs and teaches him properly. Surely caraway is not threshed with a sledge, and the wheel of a cart is not rolled over the cumin. But caraway is beaten out with a stick, and cumin with a rod. Grain for bread must be ground, but it is not endlessly threshed. Though the wheels of the cart roll over, the horses do not crush it. This also comes from the Lord of hosts, who is wonderful in counsel and excellent in wisdom. Since I'm not familiar with farming and grains and herbs and stuff, I probably mispronounced some of those words. Not totally familiar with some of them. Okay, so that's it for that previous reading. I'm going to see if I have enough time for another one. Just as soon as I started, the wind picked up, and I think some of those weather systems will head this way. I'm not sure how long I have before that reaches me, but it's usually what it means when the wind just picks up suddenly, is that the weather's about to make a change. Something's going to happen. Let's see. I guess that still looks okay. I don't like the exposure, but there's really not a lot I can do unless I record in my other camera mode, which I like how it looks, but it limits me in other ways. Getting a little bit cold, that's for sure. as the sun goes down. It has potential to have a nice sunset. It's just, I think the sun is going to be possibly obscured behind that bank of clouds a little bit too much to reveal all the colors, but we'll see. It's still about almost not quite a half hour away, but it'll start its process pretty soon. Try to use the pen so my hands don't freeze. So should we finish this reading, I'll be doing 2 Kings 18, 1 through 8, 2 Chronicles 29 to 31, Psalms 48, and Colossians 1. I'll just get as far as I can before weather or darkness change the scenario. Let me check it one more time. I really wish that app had access to a little bit better camera controls. It's kind of not superb. Let's see. Try something like that. A little bit dark where I'm sitting, but I'd rather have the sky look nice and not worry about whether you can see me too much. It's such high contrast, I can't even really get either looking how it should be. It's tempting to do the native camera app for that reason, but that's a whole lot more work for me later. I think I'm going to do it that way though, because I want to have a chance at a nice looking sunset. It's not going to look impressive in this mode, so I'm going to end this recording and I'll start it up with my other app.